Hello, everyone. I have returned, I promise. Just, having a day off from work, so kinda chilling out. So, what I did kind of end up doing last time, um, so I can't, I don't really have enough wood and ways to sort of get, enough steam out of that. I don't have enough creosote oil to keep that running. So, what I'm gonna do is since I found that silver vein, I have some silver ingots. And I also put some bricks to compress. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a bricked hull out of bronze. Then we are going to small bronze fluid pipes. So we're going to go ahead and we need 4 of those. Then we need 6 pieces of glass, which I only have 2. That's smart of me. Okay, well, I've got some glass dust. I have the mold for block. All I need to do is go up to the alloy smelter, shove that in there and that in there. I am really pushing it in ways of steam. I don't actually know if I'll have enough steam for this. So we'll just kind of put some charcoal in there and let that go. Oof, barely. So now what I can do is I can take these silver plates, some glass, and 2 small bronze fluid pipes. Now, these don't really make a whole lot of steam, but as long as it's sunny, then it will produce steam. I'm gonna make sure that goes with that. Hopefully these are getting watered. They are. So these will just heat up sort of passively. As long as they're in direct sunlight, it is sunny. Now, issue is in order to actually run all of those on these would require like 8 of them, which I might do. I might get more silver to do that, but that'll help. So now all I need to do is get some more tin alloy pipe. Here, also got some tin alloy plates left. And just kind of throw... You know, we'll throw 12 of them there. And what I want to do is I just want to connect these. Oh, and I did have an upgrade to my backpack, which allows me to craft. I am going to need far... Oh, that's large. That's like that, right? Yeah. Okay. Still going to need more, I think. Might not be quite enough. No, not quite enough. can at least get one going. Make sure that we're routing team and everything. Just to make sure that it's all kind of going the right way. Because I don't want steam backing up back towards this. I want it all going that way. I need a bit more very green, yes. Alloy. I definitely can do because got a bunch of tin and a bunch of iron. But now ooh, this thing right here takes a lot of steam. Throw those in there to do that. Only issue is I have to be very mindful of the day-night cycle if I'm going to use the solar boilers. Because if it ever gets to the point where it turns night, those things cool down fairly quickly. So I just have to be extremely careful. That'll start pushing steam. So these don't make a whole lot, but I would like to get more. Do I have any more silver? I have 3 silver, which I believe is just enough for at least one more. So, small pipe. Also need that. Right. Well, need to do that because I need to compress these into bricks. Got 2 more silver plates at least, which will eventually go out and dig up some silver. But as of right now, I'm not super worried about it. This thing right here is just super slow. Don't worry. Have fun writing. This. So we're gonna make another hull. Right. All right. So another bottleneck that I have just come into. I I grind these. I can. I grind these down. Only have 2 glassed up. I need far more. So then we have to do this. Bricks. Fine. Save those for later. Alright, now one more solar boiler. Does also mean that, you know what, I can just pick up this thing. Because there are times where occasionally I'll want to be casting. Come on. One, we'll just get it. That's fine. We can passively do some of these things. Now, that we can add one more solar boiler over here. And we'll just this. I can also like muffle these. So if I go out here, these make a passive sort of whine. I can just muffle those. I forgot to. I need one more of these. Ow. Then I can just kind of place this down. Here it fills up. And then that on. There's that. And there we go. So we should be able to just let this heat up. I do probably want to make more of these, but that would require me to get quite a bit more clay as well. What I also am going to do is set those down, put plates away, put the bricks here, charcoal. Got a lot of charcoal. I've also got a lot of stone dust. So that's also a thing. But what I do want to work on is, so with the clay dust, I need to make this liquid concrete bucket, which that's to make fire bricks, and I need 32 of those. So that's quite a bit. So we just kind of have this running. It seems to be doing decently well. Then again, I mean, those two of those solar boilers out there are probably already at, because they can do a max of 6 millibuckets or liters if you're more into the sort of naming convention. So we should have enough. But what I'd like to also do is probably, yeah, gonna load up the steam compressor. Also going to go and chop down some trees. I'm going to bit more. Yeah. Got go that, and we'll just go ahead and start chopping some trees down. I do want to start refilling my coke ovens again. It's always so fun watching that happen. Where it just goes. I think that's super neat. Sounds interesting while it's doing it as well. Now let's kind of go around and replant. They grow very quickly. So that is sometimes fairly concerning. Since I'm not worried about saplings or sort of maximum yield kind of stuff, I'm just gonna... I don't care about being efficient this early on. But we'll just reckless abandon saplings everywhere. That's what I like to do. Oh, hello, you almost grew on top of me again. Please don't do that. The amount of times that these trees have just grown right on top of me in this playthrough alone is quite a lot. I don't even... that doesn't even really happen all that much to me in Skyblock maps. I guess these rubber trees are just kind of weird, I guess. Run out of saplings with them? What's the... Yeah. Okay, well, that's fine. Make sure to pick up all of the stuff. The only issue with having that many trees growing is that sometimes the items like to sort of blend in with everything. But that's fine. But sure, right up against the building, why not? Because having a building right next to a tree is never a bad idea. Always a good architectural decision. Or if you plant a tree next to a building and then eventually the tree decides to eat the building. You know, sometimes trees want to do that. They get hungry. Away. I am more concerned about saplings at present time than the wood. Because the wood is the reason I'm doing this. And I need the saplings to replant the trees, which I need to get the wood. So, I mean, only makes sense. I will come back to the resin later. Right now, it... Alright. And I should have a decent amount of inventory space after I put a stack of logs in each coke oven. Get that going. It's about nighttime, so about time for me to. Peak gameplay, everybody. Tree chop. The children yearn for the mine, but I yearn for the forest. Which may explain a lot. I might be Fey. I'm not sure. Chaos, forest. Yeah, it tracks. Stop throwing. What? Pause. Hold up. Can I stop breaking the saplings? I just want to chop down the tree. Alright, I'm just gonna pick up whatever's here on the ground and then just be done with it now. Yeah. Alright. So, those. I'm just gonna start shoving a bunch of them. And you know what? I'll put the block in. Sure, tablets. Why not? Tablets, right? Sugar cane. I do probably want to get this planted. Yeah. That should count as a valid water source that I can just kind of walk over, right? Could be valid for sugarcane. It is. Look at me learning mechanics. That will do. At least I won't have to be super annoyed by, falling into the water. Forgot I was. Right. I want to. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm just gonna set those in. And these can go in here. Blocks of charcoal can go there. Back. These backpacks have a lot of stuff. There's framed cubes, and these can make framed chests. I might just do that. Plenty of rubber logs, so I'm not worried. Wasteful. Got probably a ton of sticks here somewhere. All I've got. Okay, that's fine. No, no, we'll just. Oop, and we'll do that. Balance it. That, those, and that's fine. Make some framed chests, which we can use as just regular chests. Or we can get a framing stuff. You know what? That sounds interesting enough. I've not really played with framed blocks much before. But sure, we'll get a framing. This too. Okay. So that just alright. Um I, I'm pretty sure these just okay, so they're independent chests. That's that's fine. Pretty sure what I can do though is I think I can it looks so stupid. But yeah, these are just gonna be for whatever you call it, stones and stuff. And bricks to cobble. Bricks. And at some point I'll just tear these down and make them into drawers. As for right now, I want to go mining, so I want to clear my inventory. Because I completely forgot how to make a drawer, honestly. Besides, alright, I forgot. Not make a drawer out of the frame. Ah, I see. Okay, well, these still work as just regular old storage. So, um, frame. Alright, get a few of those things. Don't know what the hammer does. Don't know what the wrench does. And I don't know what the screwdriver does, but we'll find out. Okay, so that just takes the block off. Okay, so stone bricks. And cobblestone, cobblestone, cobblestone. I'm gonna have a lot of cobblestone. To gravel. And the site. Now all of pot. Yeah, I just have cobblestone and the site and stuff. the way. But I guess this. Oh, that rotates it. This way. Oh. Huh. You know, I'm still not sure what that does, but I'm sure it's important. Possibly. Let's just put a bunch of stuff away. A log in there, why not? They're both empty. Do I have any lead? Do oh do oh right. For bronze nuggets I would need gold. You're wondering every once in a while when I'm looking away, I have pizza. Kind of eating a bit. It's good. I like pizza. There no lane of veins closer. Go over that way. I am sorry for making you hungry. Such was not my intention, I promise. Ooh, very similar. Interesting. Good secret storage. I want to try and see what that does. Ooh. So, if I here, thing, wouldn't it? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave it like that with that mold in it. And I just kind of want to see how long it'll take me to just completely forget that it exists. You know what? I'm gonna put the torch on. Give myself the best chance of realizing there's something there. Alright. So you can put the frame chest away. Backpacks are empty. And alloy plates can't really be used for anything except for pipes and these exoskeletons. I mean, I guess you can also use it for melting down. That's used to make the electric blast furnace coils. Some of that. Alright. Well, I mean, I guess what I can do is take... Am I doing math correctly? I am not. There we go. My brain just halted. Why is it raining? Stop it. The only problem with these solar boilers are now going to start cooling down because it's raining. And there's not a whole lot I can do about that. I can't really stop the rain. Well, without cheating and or waiting for nighttime. Hey guys, it's the circle of life. Don't look at me like that. Can I please? Of course, it has to rain right now. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Those are still going. The entire area could be chunk loaded. At least now it is. So this is probably gonna run out of steam. I don't really care at the moment. I want to go and get Galena. If I remember properly, this Galena is also pretty well and truly under the water. I found it under there. Yeah. I'm just gonna carve myself out a little bit of a... Okay, that's not good. Where's the way? Of course there had to be gravel. Grab some... Yep. 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 Didn't even get the lead. Ugh. Where is it floating at? Okay. I very quickly just carved myself out here. Before I die. Probably not. That's probably a no. Ah. That was a bad idea. Damn it! Ah. Where? Where? Where is it? Where is it? Let me out. Where? I'm so... Oh. Cool, cool, cool. Not the way I wanted to go. But, you know what? I'll take it. Can you let me up? For fuck's sake. Good lord. Game hates me. Just need silver. Actually, shit, that's right. Elena turns into lead, doesn't it? So I actually have to go down there and look. Is there a scuba? Ah, well, I'm just gonna. So there's a little exploit. You can actually bucket out water faster than it takes you to drown. So if you just kind of hold right click, you can just kind of survive. I'm just gonna dig out myself a little bit of a corner. I can, you know, not die. Hello. Okay, well, there's a spot here. Team. With Elena. But starting to bug me a bit. That there. A lot easier now. Can't wait for the moment that I just dig into the water again. Only issue I think I'm gonna have here is I'm pretty sure that silver is the sporadic spawn in the game. So I'll really, really have to sort of search around for any silver. I I am posturally correct, I promise. Right, there. I have adjusted once again. Are you happy? mean, I know of a way. You're hungry. I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess that is. Okay. That's fair. I'm sorry, I beg your fucking pardon. Oh my god. Why would you say something like that? It's so bold with it, too. I mean, fair enough. But you just said it with such conviction. Just like, low key might do this. Just like serious debate, like, food's pretty expensive nowadays. Lead. I'm wondering if silver's further up in the vein. 50-50 chance. Okay. Well, at least there's some odds in their favor. So at least it's not completely unfair. Up there's the water I was talking about. Okay. Yep. That's what I figured. Oh, I think this is where I tried to dig through and the gravel fell down. So if I grind this down, then I can wash it. It'll be purified. I mean, that's fair. Okay, so I can do that. I think this. I think I am gonna do this. That'll allow me to get silver out of this galena. I do want as much silver as possible, and once again with the water. And we don't. I would much appreciate it if we can indeed don't that. Well, my damn torches. After these messages, be right back. That, take that. If I need a breath, I can just come down. just to make it easy. So, just block that up. So now I can look for actual silver. Ooh. There's some. Little bits in. I think I was right and higher up. I love how I'm using my own, like, exploit, and I still forget to do it half the time. The only Souls game that I've actually played a decent amount of would be, I believe it was Dark Souls 2 is the last one I actually really played much of. But I have played Dark Souls 3, and I have played um I have played Elden Ring as well. But unfortunately, I didn't really play much of those kinds of games. Uh, Mainly because, there's a good amount of them that came out when I was younger, and my parents didn't really let me play those games, which is it's fine, like, parents being parents and all. But yeah, I've not played very many of them. I will say that much. Yeah, I actually played Dark Souls at a friend's house. It was his birthday. So we were over there playing and everything like that. But yeah, it's to each their own. Um, my parents were, at least my mother was very strict on what we could and couldn't do. Because when I was 10, um, there was a game that came out that I really wanted. It was Shadow the Hedgehog. We got it for the GameCube. Um, and being a Sonic game, my mother didn't think much of it. And you should see the look on her face was just of absolute astonishment whenever she heard Shadow say damn. All of that? Oh, I guess. Yeah, we'll get that going. Yeah, have fun lurking and possibly consuming your roommate. Get that going. Wrong. That's thing. Uh, hmm. Purple drink. Purple drink. Purple drink. Purple drink. Purple drink. Okay. Got crushed silver. We've also got a bunch of stibnite, copper, stuff like that. I've got some quartz sand as well, which that you call it. I don't. Anyways, I need that. So I need a lot more clay. So, yes, I am going digging. With some oil. All this. Got it all. Down here. It also wouldn't hurt to get some gravel. Well, since I'm already damn near drowning myself at the bottom of the lake. One. gravel. I do actually have a use for gravel, because in this expert mode, glass requires flint dust. Fine. Fine. This is fine. It was fine. Do still need more clay. I think this will do. Oh. Shut up. Alright, come on. Sleep. 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 So in this, you have to compress the clay into bricks, and then you can throw them in the furnace. Careful. Sorting some of these things out. We'll put stone with brick. The hammer that got the block off? Yes. We'll just have that stand. Oh. Put there. Put there. Stone dust. Stone dust. Sure, why not? Doing on Steam. Not great. Not great. Ugh. Okay. Russian. The best thing to do with this. So I've got my bricks. Alright, that's really not doing well on the... Let's take all that out. Oh, that's a framed hammer. That's why. There's my mallet. There we go. I was wondering why it wasn't working. It's I have a lot of bronze already. Well, if that'll be enough, though. So, curious. How long does one bucket of lava last? So 230 seconds. Like almost 4 minutes? Because it's 23 seconds 10 times. So, I mean, I guess that's probably fine. Because I can do it with the water. That's just so much more work. I would rather just wait and press the damn things. Got that going. Way to make lava, actually. Nice. It turns magma. I had I see. Okay. Do I have to follow the quest book in order to unlock that? Right. Hmm. Oh, I didn't look at that before. Steel gears. Ugh. Okay. I do think I'm gonna end it here. I'm actually feeling quite tired. I just wanted to kind of do a quick stream, just to kind of show that I'm still alive. I've just been busy with sort of work and life going on and stuff. What do you mean your roommate has been dealt with? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? You know what? Sure. Yeah. All right. That's fine. Well, have a good night, everybody. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. And good night, everyone.